And I'm going to set up this scenario for you. A 26-year-old heterosexual man from Wales who had a girlfriend, unfortunately had a stroke. But after recovering from the stroke, he claims that it turned him gay. Now he has a boyfriend. And we actually have Chris Birch on the phone. But before we chat with him, I'd like to bring up Dr. Neil Martin, chairman of neurosurgery at the UCLA Medical Center here in Los Angeles. Dr. Martin, pleasure. Welcome back. Your seat awaits. And you know, Chris, if you can, explain to us when you realized your shift in sexual orientation after this stroke occurred.
It was a gradual process. It happened over about 2 years. It actually moved from me thinking that man is attractive without being attractive to him to being that man is also attractive too. I had a complete personality change, I would go as far as saying, and at the end of it, I'm a completely different person. A lot of people don't even recognize the same person I am now. I don't look the same or anything.
And Dr. Martin, it begs the question, how could this happen? Can it happen?
Well, you know, Travis, everybody thinks about physical changes after a stroke. Someone can't talk. They have paralysis of one side, but behavioral changes can occur as well. And the behavioral changes are really driven by the structure and function of the brain itself. These aren't lifestyle choice issues. These are biological issues. In rare cases, people become hypersexual, and that may be some disinhibition. In other words, loss of the normal control over behavior that your higher intellectual functions impose. And in rare cases, there's actually a change in sexual orientation.
And Dr. Martin, today with the technology we have in terms of scans and other testing, you've actually been able to show a difference between the male and female brain.
You know, modern imaging really does show some of the differences between men and women. So these are MRI scans that show the structure of the brain and also the interconnectedness, the connectivity of the nerve fibers throughout the brain. In the male brain, this area, the amygdala, is barely connected to the opposite hemisphere. In the female brain, the amygdala is connected to multiple areas throughout the other cerebral hemisphere. Women are just more connected than men are. If we take a look at gay men, what do you think they look like more? Is it the same as a heterosexual male, or does it more closely resemble a heterosexual female? It really looks much more like a heterosexual female. This is just one piece of evidence that suggests that the difference here is not some social, personal preference. The difference is a fundamental biological issue between individuals who are gay and who are straight. You're born that way.
And you know, Dr. Martin, that was such an eloquent way of putting it. Absolutely. But really, I think the most important takeaway here is that, Chris, you're happy, right?
Oh, definitely, 100%.
And I think, you know, that's what really matters. Yeah. And Chris, we want to thank you so much for joining us, and so glad you're doing well and healthy.
Oh, brilliant. Thanks for having me. Thanks very much.
Best of luck to you, Dr. Martin. Stick around.